Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Library in California, where this is part 2 of the video, where I'm going to show you my surprise book haul. Now, these are actually books for me. If you didn't watch video 1, just a really quick recap is one of the local bookstores in the area can't pay their rent anymore because they've been closed because of the pandemic, and so they're closing down temporarily, but for a while until they find a new smaller space. So what they've been doing is they've been offering a banker's box where you could pick 2 genres for $40, and then they would put them all together and then you'd go and pick them up. So what happened was I ended up picking up my box and then 2 of my friends' boxes. And so the first video, part 1, I went through my friend's box because her box ended up being ready the day I went, and then my box and the other guy's box wasn't ready until the next day. So I made a video about the first one, and this is video number 2, which is my...
I can't find any enabled video skills that can do that. Go to the Alexa app.
And that would be Alexa talking as if I was talking to her. So hold on one second. So this is my box, the second box, and the 2 genres I picked are art technique and science fiction, which don't go together at all. So this will be pretty interesting to see what's inside the box here. 2 very different genres, but I like science fiction, and especially dystopian stuff, but I don't know that there'll be any dystopian stuff in here, but definitely science fiction. And then art technique. I've been taking some art classes at the local college to try to get back into art. I did it for a long time and then got out of it. And now that I have more time, I want to get back into it. So I thought, this would be a good way to gather some books that I maybe want to pick up. Maybe they'll be good inspiration. So we'll see what happens. So anyways, this box isn't taped up like the first box. So I'm just going to pop it open and see what's here. So here we go. First book, Margaret Weis, Ghost Legion. I don't know this one. The title makes me think of like Margaret Weis Brown, who was like a children's book author like at the early 20th century, but looks like it's in good shape. Don't know anything about it. So speaking of, if you know something about these books, if you've read these books, if you'd recommend any of these books, let me know in the comment section below. There's a lot of them here, so I don't even know where to begin. So if you have a suggestion, or if you, and even if you don't like a book, let me know in the comment section. Like, not all books are good. Or as I like to say, this book is great for someone else. That's good librarian talk. So anyways, Margaret Weis, Ghost Legion. But looks like it's in good shape. Yeah. Let's see. 1993. So let's go. All right, we have another small book here. Yargo, a love story. Jacqueline Susan, her newly discovered novel. So again, looks like it's in good shape. The only thing the back says is tomorrow, watch the skies. I mean, that's pretty interesting. Most back covers don't leave so much blank space. They usually fill that up with blurbs and advertisements. So we'll see. That one seems interesting. Another mass market paperback. David Weber, War of Honor, a New York Times bestseller, the new Honor Harrington novel. So, getting thicker. I don't know anything about this book either. No one wanted another war. Well, that's true. I do like that. That's the blurb on the back there. But I don't know. I see some planets exploding on top. I see some spaceships. So we'll see what this is. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to try to go through these books a little bit faster because there seems to be a lot of them since there's small paperbacks here too. Ooh, another David Weber, Echoes of Honor. Brilliant, 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 says Anne McCaffrey. So again, this kind of looks like Star Trek, which I really do like, by the way. But you got Starship, Star Trek. Actually, this woman, what she looks to be looking into, looks like an iPhone, which would not be possible. But maybe it was the precursor to that, as this was 1998. But that totally looks like an iPod on a tripod that she's looking into. So that's kind of cool. So let's keep going. Hopefully my pal doesn't fall over here. All right, next one. Winner of 5 Nubella and 4 Hugo Awards, Robert Silberberg, author of Kingdom of the Wall, Hot Sky at Midnight. Silberberg seems capable of amazements beyond those mere mortals, the Washington Post and Book World. Now, let's see, the Hot Sky at Midnight. So, right off the front, the picture could be, yeah, seems a little sexist. Don't know if that's a dress or what, but there's hardly anything covering her. So this, let's see, how old is this book? 1994. But yeah, anyways, cover's a little, not the best choice. So, okay, here we go. There's gonna be a lot of books in here. There's a lot of mass market paper book. Games of Commands by Linnea Sinclair, award-winning author of Gabriel's Ghost. Again, seems very, obviously these are science fiction, so again, I like Star Trek. Books doesn't look like it's been, you know, read very much. Yeah, cool. A Miracle of Rare Design, Mike Resnick. Resnick's name on a book guarantees a solid story. Most important of all, it guarantees entertainment, says Raymond E. Feist. We'll see. And Mike Resnick delivers pure entertainment and a rollicking good time. Alan Dean Foster. So this ship totally looks like the space shuttle. So anyways, and actually one of the quotes is by the Fort Lauderdale Sun. So also very space-like. So we'll see. Looks like a pretty thing book. Looks like a pretty quick read. So we'll see. Again, I don't know any of these books. So far, I have not read any of these science fiction books. So we'll see. Maybe I don't know science fiction as a genre as well as I thought I did. First time in print, Mack Reynolds with Dean, I can't even read what this says, Sabotage and L5, the fate of Earth's first colony hangs in the balance, Trojan orbit. So, yeah, again, very Star Trek-y, got a observation, I don't know what that is. It's not a satellite, it's actually more of like a colony. So, anyways, well, I don't know about this one. Again, you can tell there's a little, something's wrong on the island one, is what it says. So, Island 1 it's called. But anyways, yeah, seems like a little like photon, like phaser or something. So, very Star Trek-y. Okay, what else we got here? The PreDigital Sun. What does that say? Evergence, there we go. A personal story told on a galaxy-sized canvas filled with action as well as intriguing ideas. New York Times selling best author Kevin J. Anderson says. But this is written by Sean Williams and Shane Dix. So, again, quick read. So it looks like it's from Penguin. In a far future, humanity has colonized the outermost reaches of the galaxy, and society has evolved into a hierarchy of castes. Okay, well, we've gone through the caste system before. That's not good. From the godlike high to the barely sentinel low, and in between are the mundane, both pristine and exotic. Empires have risen and fallen, and the data block have just seceded from the Commonwealth of Empires. So, could be interesting. Dom Wismer, a Roil of Stars. 2 Starfleets were after him, and the Sargasso of space was his only way out. It's a very interesting cover, very kind of like cartoon-ish. It's got like a mustache. I don't know if you can see that. Interesting. Makes me think of like, mustaches make me think of the 70s. 91. So, anyways, not that you can't have a mustache, but I'm just saying, usually mustaches, more 70s, but, and the book look a little older, but we'll see. A coward dies 1,000 times, but a brave man's death is real. So, we'll see. This is a small book. The Resurrection of Roger Diment, Douglas R. Mason. At 30, every right-minded citizen enters the organ bank. Okay, I'm in. Seems very like Margaret Atwoody or, yeah. Yeah. Seems very like, or, yeah, like Lois Lowry, like, yeah, it kind of seems like that. Yeah, this book's probably right up something I would like here. Urania was a happy city, and Uranians were happy people. We'll find out. Okay, Robert Masello, the greatest secret in the history of mankind is about to be revealed. Vigil. As terrifying as the omen or The Exorcist, Jeffrey Long, best-selling author of The Descent. Again, most of these books, like, they've been read once, maybe twice. Very good shape. Notice we've only come across science fiction, so I do hope there are some art technique books in this box. Let's see. Enemy Mine, the original story, Barry L. Longyear, Hugo and Nebula Award winner. So yeah, this totally looks like some type of Star Wars, Star Trek figure. Oh wait, in the book, hold on. There's another book in the back. So John Kessel, an ordinary stockbroker, suddenly trapped with Captain Ahab and Moby Dick, another orphan. Book flips over, so there are actually, this is 2 little books, 2 short stories then. Interesting. Again, more sci-fi. Fantasy Lover. So New York Times bestselling author of the Dark Hunter series. Oh, I've heard of that at least. And let's see, Sherrilyn Kenyon. This looks a little bit newer. Let's see, 2002. So yeah, so we're into the 2000s here. So we'll see. Anybody read this one? The Clone Betrayal. A skillful storyteller, says Sci-Fi Weekly. Stephen L. Kent is the author, and he's also author of The Clone Elite. Loyalty cannot be programmed. You gotta probably read this already. I like things like that, so. Ooh, looks like we have another one. The Clone Elite. So, I wonder if this is, hopefully it's not like 3 or 4 book series and this is like books 3 and 4. That would be really annoying. So hopefully like this is like book 1 and 2. So I'll have to check this out later, but that would be a shame if like I got part of a series and it wasn't current or I didn't have the first 1 or 2. So, okay, now we're moving to hardbacks and they still look like they're all science fiction. So let's see. Gust Front, John Ringo, Marvelous, David Weber. Definitely have a monster on the front there. So yeah, we'll see. Big book, hardback. Looks like it's in good condition, fairly 2001. Again, I will say these books are in very good condition, so thank you for that. Let's see, Beyond the Gate, book 2. Oh, it's book 2 of something. I'm gonna have to figure out what book 1 is. Book 2 of The Golden Queen. So, author of Star Wars, The Courtship of Princess Leia, Dave Wolverton. I do like Star Wars, but this is book 2. I'm gonna figure out what book 1 is. Maybe it'll be in here, who knows? Okay, Anne McCaffrey's author of best-selling drama, Damia's Children. I can see it goes along with the next book, so I'm gonna pull it out right away too, because Lion's Pride. So again, we got 2 books here. Hopefully they're not like 3 and 4 of a larger series, or at least if they are, at least maybe they're like standalone books, so we'll see. But my hope is they're not like books 3 and 4 and I don't have those, but we'll see what happens. I see a dragon. So Katherine Kurz, The Black Raven, book 2 of The Dragon Mage. So book 2, forgot what book 1 is, so too bad. But paperback book, fairly large print. Yeah, so we'll see if some of these are quick reads or not. Again, if you've read them, please let me know in the comments below and let me know where to start. Okay, here we go. A Psycho-Historical Crisis by Donald Kingsbury. This is the story of Iran Osa, the man who discovers that the rulers of civilization in the 761st century are wrong. Ooh. We'll have to see what happens. So, dust check's a little worn, but other than that, looks like it's a brand new book. So let's see. My pile is getting bigger here. And we still don't have any art technique books, so fingers crossed, people. Okay. I have never read a book by L. Ron Hubbard. So Ole Doc Methuselah, The Intergalactic Adventures of the Soldier of Light. I know he's got a ton of books. It's just everything I know about him would be related to like Scientology. So never read one of his books. Oh, let me know how his are. And the second one, L. Ron Hubbard, The Doomed Planet. So Mission Earth Volume 10. So 9 more volumes before this, which I probably will not read. I'm not going to read 9 volumes. It's just, I don't have that good of an attention span to do that. But anyway, so yeah, have you read L. Ron Hubbard? Is it any good? Yay, nay, pass, let me know. So, okay, I finally see some art books because I was getting a little worried because it's definitely not equal. This seems like 90% science fiction, 10% art technique. So what do we have here? Great design using non-traditional materials. Well, that's kind of cool. I can see wood and cardboard and metal and string and so Sherry Clark and Wendy Lyons. So great designs using non-traditional materials. So, okay, that seems cool. Hardback book. Ooh, a lot of colored pictures. I like pictures. Who doesn't? So, okay, we'll see. So cool. We have an art book, or well, at least a great design book. Okay, let's see. Wash and gouache. So, a study of the development of the materials of watercolor. Okay, I'll tell you I like this already. I've taken a watercolor class before. Actually, I've taken several of them. Actually did my last class project a few weeks ago. I did all in watercolor, so this will be good. I've been meaning to focus more on watercolor, so cool. Seems like more, manual. Let's see when it was published. It's never good when I cannot find it right on the Library of Congress subject heading page. 1977. I was not alive, but okay. Painting with Synthetic Media, Russell O. Woody Jr. Technical Appendix by Henry L. Levison. So technical appendix. So synthetic media. So that's cool. Again, I was hoping a lot of these books would have color. This one seems a mix of color and black and white, but no, that's good. You can get a lot of inspiration from a lot of different things. Covers a whole list of artists in here. The rise in synthetic media, advances in the synthetic media, the polymers, emulsions. Seems like a more of a scientific technical book, but I would totally read it. So I'm a science librarian. I think I've mentioned that before. If you haven't watched my channel before, I am a science librarian. So decorating with paint. Jocasta Ines, author of Paint Magic. So my guess is, oh no, it's not just walls and things, it's a whole bunch of things that you can paint. Fabrics and furniture and walls and all sorts of different materials. So interesting. And again, I picked this because it can just be an inspiration for a lot of things. It doesn't have to be particularly, any one type of medium. You can, find a book on decorative painting, the next book, how to decorate everything from coffee jugs to floor rugs, from walls to window blinds. But again, if you're just sketching, you're practicing sketching, like this is a perfect book. You can, especially since we can't go to a lot of places right now, and you can't necessarily get out of the house much, like it doesn't hurt to have books and pictures as references so you can draw a teacup, or you can, look at a hand, or you can look at a treasure box or something like that. So interesting. I am interested about these art books. So, there's only one left. So I don't even know. Maybe it's 95% like science fiction and like 5% art technique. They are big books, I will say that. And there's a lot more sci-fi books that are mass market paperback. But painting cityscapes. Okay, actually, I already know I would like this. I like to draw and paint nature and more landscapes, but outdoor things. So, and this would be cool. Demonstrations in oil, watercolor, polymer, casins, pastels. Cool, yeah. I'm in. There's a bright yellow inside. Holy cow. It's like mustard. But anyways, yeah, we'll see. Seeing a lot of black and white, not seeing a lot of color. That's okay. It's probably an older book. Color is expensive, so you can't necessarily put that in there. But anyways, hopefully I can get some inspiration from these. So that's it. That's all the books. I didn't count them. I don't know if you did, but anyways, I'm happy to help out the local bookstore. I hope that they get a new space soon and can get cleared out of their current space, re-envision their stories they're imagining, and find a new location. I know they're looking for a smaller location, so they had to downsize a lot of this inventory. So I'm happy to help out. Yeah, but anyways, support your local bookstores, okay? Don't just go to Amazon. Don't just go to the library. Get your books from all different sources. But again, I know I'm a librarian, so I push libraries a lot, but there's other ways. Secondhand shops, garage sales. You know, there are a lot of stores online too that'll ship all over the country and all over the world. So anyways, that's it for today's video. I've got one more box and I don't even remember what he chose as his two genres, so we'll see, but I hope you enjoyed this video. It's an interesting haul. It was a surprise haul. I had no idea what was going to be in there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel, please consider subscribing. And until next time, keep reading.